be honest, I don't understand what is reality.
A warning to the users of social media to be careful of what they post.
I looked at her and I was like, she's petrified. This girl is scared for her life.
Social media is a digital platform that brings different entities together.
For putting your business out there professionally and also just putting your business out there.
Social media is a avenue where a lot of people use to express themselves.
It's entertainment. It is report news faster than actual news.
Social media is a gateway to the world for me. It is an asset that allows me to access various things at the tip of my fingertips. It is also something that I don't understand.
To say what I want about anyone because it is my right to do so. As soon as you interfere with the rights of others and there may be a law being broken, that is where the Trinity Legal Police Service will get involved. I understand that person.
Dopamine is a type of neurotransmitter that plays a role in how we feel pleasure. Now post a pic, you get 100 likes, sending dopamine straight to your brain, gaining a sense of satisfaction. So we start looking for rewards, likes, comments, even messages. So the next photo you post, didn't even get the likes you wanted. So you keep trying. Pics after pics after pics, just searching for that same reward.
Yeah, I would say from an addictive point of view. You're always watching your phone, checking your phone, that kind of thing. I think you could spend more time doing other things than, I'm sure if you check those surveys with consensus and different things could tell you that you spend a good portion of your life watching down at your phone. And I think your neck and all could tell you that.
For the fact that people get addicted or has gotten addicted to social media, when it is, I don't know if you remember this, but recently there was a child who the mother tried to take away his phone. And for a parent to take away your phone from you that they bought for you and you actually turn to injuring your mother or hitting your mother or whatever happened, has a different level. That's a level of mental instability because what their comfort is or what they are accustomed to with the phones or getting out of the phones, they're not getting because they lost the phone and they can't go log on or whatever the case might be.
For the young adolescents, or the adolescent from between 13 to, let's say, 16, 17, so early adolescence, mid and late, part of being an adolescent is finding your identity. And if the identity is tagged so much on the likes or the views of others, we are creating persons or adults who are not really aware of who they are, and they have a fake sense of who they think they are or who they want to be. So problems.
I think parents need, as the world grows and as internet and technology becomes more accessible, I think parents need to do a better job in terms of how it is they get the children to understand what social media is about and not to rely on it too much. You will see kids will pop up a picture and they will look for the likes. They will look for that gratification the likes is like a drug. And when they don't get it, they feel depressed because they don't feel good enough about themselves. You know, you see it in America culture where the likes and the gratification from social media is something very important to them. And parents and people need to educate kids a lot more on exactly what this thing is about, you know. You will see a lot of kids relying on Facebook popularity, because you could have 1,000 friends on Facebook, but out of that 1,000, only 5 people really know you.
There has been a lot of different points, but one of the things that I was affected with by social media, the Facebook platform to be exact, I had there was a young lady who I was in a relationship, and there was a young lady who kept messaging me, and you know, at first you mightn't understand the handles or how to use it and that sort of thing, where you could put something on your page itself, and other people may see it, as well as, you know, the different messaging differences. Anyway, the person was messaging me, and she was actually leaving the messages on my wall. So that kind of created a whole bacchanal, and yeah, you know, I think that the relationship was kind of like strained from after that. So yeah, that's one of the ways it affected me.
Basically mentally, because of the fact that people post stuff, especially these dead bodies and things that makes no sense. It just affect your whole day, make you depressed. People that you see missing all the time.
Being too accessible, we have to, or I have to be very aware of what I put out there. Anyone can gain access to you once your name is Googled. That's it. So you're very accessible to the world and to anyone.
We turn now to the death of a young Texas woman who was a popular figure on social media. She worked as an influencer on Instagram, and she was found dead on the side of the road naked. Her mother believes she was murdered.
They lure young girls to get to them so that they could, you know, give them attractive pictures and deals online where they could have this and have that. Or if they meet this person, they could get this or get that, or with this group of people or whatever. Yes, these criminals use that medium for attracting young people especially, and naive people who really don't understand how things work.
People like to show off naturally, right? And people will go on social media and show the things. And a boy might be there watching and say, wait now, them are all them things, boy. We saw it with I think with Kim Kardashian showing off her ring, and she in some hotel, and next thing you know, they come in the hotel and rob her. So it can have a negative effect as far as crime, because once again, predators.
Oh God. That is pressure, and that is very, very, very real. It have child predators. It have men thinking and or find up them little girls and them money, or find them up, kill them for a drive, call them out the house all hours of the night. Yeah, it had them thing happening, and sometimes let me tell you something. When the mind not properly well developed, young ladies properly develop and I see this and I see that, and sometimes it's hard to do with your parents too, you know. How your father treat you and thing, and you know you're looking for that fatherly love now, boy. And that predator using it to your advantage and taking advantage of your children. So sometimes when you see children, like not just children, young girls and things missing, they gain that kind of love and comfort from that man.
Zuckerberg, would you be comfortable sharing with us the name of the hotel you stayed in last night?
No.
If you've messaged anybody this week, would you share with us the names of the people you've messaged?
Senator, no, I would probably not choose to do that publicly here.
I think that may be what this is all about. Your right to privacy, the limits of your right to privacy, and how much you give away in modern America in the name of, quote, connecting people around the world.
What I've learned is that they actually use your information so that they can get to you, so that they can know how to sell to you. For example, if you search for certain things, they store it, they keep the information. Well, this is what I observed. And they, for instance, if you ever check, like if you go up searching for something and they have a history of what you've been searching for or looking at, they use that information so that they can give you certain products or services to make it easier for them to make money. And this is what they use it for. You understand? The part where giving government agencies your information is a breach of privacy, so to speak, because at the end of the day, your information is yours. You understand? So, I mean, if it reached to that point, I think, yes, social media is going a little too far, where someone has to worry about if their information is out there and being used by the wrong people to do the wrong things with it.
Do we have privacy? I think with a lot of these platforms, once you sign up, you get to realize that you really and truly, there's no privacy. I don't think that there is any sort of privacy anymore. Once you go and you put your name and address and your picture on any platform, any social media platform, I think what happens, unless you actually go into the, to block people or block them off of the handles and that sort of thing, you are exposed. You know, people see you, see your business. Sometimes you post something, sometimes people you don't even want to see your business actually seeing it. It's out there.
I don't think that you could really be private. If you want a private life, if you want your privacy completely, social media is not the place for you. Social media kind of make everything that you once had private public, and people kind of like living their lives on social media.
I am sure that there's someone in a little room somewhere seeing everything. So as much as we may think, no, there's not 100% privacy.
Things have changed via social media when it comes to relationships, because it's easy for somebody to get information on you. Back in the days, we didn't have social media to say, well, you know, somebody might catch you easy if you're honing your partner or you know, cheating or anything like that. Somebody might put up a picture of you somewhere that you claimed you wouldn't to your partner, and your partner may see it on social media, and then it could have also different scenarios. You end up in claiming that you were not in them.
My father and my mom were not on social media. They don't have a Facebook profile, you know, and I think the older generation lived their life well and had good relationships without the social media. Some good, some bad, but for our younger generation, we think we need it. Women need to be validated on social media by putting up, I'm in a relationship with him or her. You know, they need to get that validation. Whereas if it is, you just say to a woman, hey, me and you together, that's not enough for them. It must show up on social media that we together. Instagram must show that, WhatsApp must show I'm in a relationship with you. And I think that form of validation only comes because of the social media foolishness. You know, I just always say adults would know what social media for and use it thusly.
You know, if your relationship status is not on Facebook, it's not real. So I don't feel that way. Yes, it has greatly impacted. I mean, in terms of our communication, sometimes I find myself finding it easier to send a message as opposed to making a phone call, even during an argument, because it's an easy way to get out of situations. So it has cut down the type of intense conversations and communication that we should be having with one another, for sure.
One of the things that I have learned, you know, kind of growing through the stages from when I was a teenager to now, where we used to go on the phone booths. If you don't have a phone home, we used to go at the phone booths with coins. All right, sometimes we got so good at it, some of the guys, some of my partners, they actually, they drill holes in coins and you attach it to like a nylon string and let it register and that sort of thing. From that time to now, what is happening is basically this. You having a relationship with a young lady, you used to actually court her, you used to actually take that time, you know, hey, you gotta meet me for 5 o'clock, so 5 o'clock was 5 o'clock. All right, because at the time you all agreed to meet at, and you're going to meet me by the corner, Henry Street, or you're going to meet me downtown KFC, or whatever the case might be. But now changes have, it has drastically escalated, meaning that you have contact with that person right through. You have contact with that person 24/7. 1 o'clock in the night, you could message that person via WhatsApp and say, hello, you know, hi, I'm missing you, or something to that effect. You know what I'm saying?
People allow themselves to just be active or be on social media all the time. Sometimes people know that's their job. They think that is their job, to be on social media all the time. Imagine it gets so hard for you to go by the window to hear your neighbor's personal because they could actually see it on somebody posting it on Facebook.
I think social media has become a reality, if you understand what I'm saying. To these young ones now, social media is their reality. So they get up in the mornings, like for instance, these 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 13-year-olds, the first thing they do is they check their WhatsApp or they go up on Facebook to see who messaged them from a party or wherever. I mean, and they have so much other things to deal with. I mean, they still have their education, they still have their life to live on a normal level where they have to get a job or they have to go out and spend time with their family or all these things. And this is what destroying a lot of them, because everything is about likes. And this likes has become what we call currency now. So you will see a lot of people who run in businesses and they actually, like for instance, people who hire you now, a lot of businesses, besides your resume, your CV that you give to them, they use your name, pull you up on Facebook, and check to see your background on what it is you doing in your private life with this social media thing.
Boy, here what going on, eh? People who live in the best life don't really live the best life on social media. You know? People who live in the best life just live in the best life. People who are attempting to live the best life actually entertaining the people on social media who really live in the best life. So it's like that part of it really fake. A lot of people just trying to impress others who not really impressed by you on social media.
So some persons do that just for the gram or just for people to see. And I mean, they can be made up here and sitting at home in a nightie. Oh, best night out.
No matter how much we try to change it, or run from it, or ill speak it, this is our reality. It's our everyday life.
When we first launched, we were hoping for, maybe 400, 500 people. Harvard didn't have a Facebook, so that's the gap that we were trying to fill. And now we're at 100,000 people, so who knows where we're going next. We're hoping to have many more universities by the fall, hopefully over 100 or 200. And from there, we're going to launch a bunch of site applications, which should keep people coming back to the site and maybe could make something cool.
What is the Facebook exactly?
It's an online directory that connects people through universities and colleges through their social networks there. You sign on, you make a profile about yourself by answering some questions, entering some information such as your concentration or major at school, contact information about phone numbers, instant messaging screen names, anything you want to tell, interests, what books you like, movies, and most importantly, who your friends are. And then you can browse around and see who people's friends are and just check out people's online identities and see how people portray themselves and just find some interesting information about people.